Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another webinar on cooperatives' annual returns. We are so glad that you can join us this morning. My name is Shani Kelly from the Corporate Education Unit, and I will be your moderator today. I am delighted to be joined by Aubrey and his team. After Aubrey's presentation, we will have a question and answer session. So please put your questions and your comments on our comments chat. Also note that this presentation will be uploaded on the CIPC's webpage. I would like to also remind you everyone of the CIPC Learn iBiz Director e-learning program, which is available on the CIPC's webpage. Feel free to explore it yourself and share it with anyone who might benefit. This e-learning program is free of charge and will benefit you on all the directors' responsibilities that you need to adhere to. I now hand you over to Aubrey. Welcome, Aubrey.
Thank you very much, Shani. Welcome to this webinar. As they've indicated, my name is Aubrey Murifi from the Cooperative Division. So I'll be taking you through this presentation, and today's topic will be talking about cooperative annual return. In terms of the Act, Cooperative Act, it has made provision for the various categories of cooperatives. These different categories of cooperatives, we've got your category A, category B, as well as your category C. And then the secondary, tertiary, as well as the national apex, they are also categorized with the category C, especially when it comes to the issue of the annual returns. The other distinction that these categories also bring in, it also brings in the issue of the members' voting rights, the amount of annual fees that are payable by each different categories, as well as the relevant documents that are supposed to be submitted annually. In terms of voting rights, category A and category B uses your one member, one vote, and category C, primary, secondary, tertiary, and national apex may provide in their constitution in terms of additional votes. The annual submissions, they are it's a all in one process. When you file your annual return, you can at the same time be able to submit all the relevant and required documents, and also be able to pay your annual return. The other important thing that I also need to note, that you also need to note, it's the issue of the CIPC annual return are completely different from the SARS returns, because at times you'd get people that confuse. Once they've done their SARS, then they assume that they've also done the CIPC. These are completely two different institutions and two different processes. And the annual fees payable to CIPC for cooperative are also different from the ones that are done by companies and close cooperations. In terms of the annual fees, it also draws a a distinction to say that they are based on the annual revenue or the annual turnover, which means it is the gross value of the economic benefit received by the co-op as a result of ordinary activities during the financial year. And the annual returns, cooperative annual returns, and the annual reports uh, should be done within 6 months after the end of a financial year, meaning from the anniversary date of the co-op. Then the cooperative need to hold their AGM within 6 months, and then they can be able to file their annual return within 15 days from the AGM. In terms of the Act, as we've also indicated earlier, that we've got your category A, category B, as well as category C. In terms of category A, you've got your category A1, which are cooperative with a turnover or revenue of less than 1 million. And in terms of the required fees that they are supposed to pay, then they need to pay 50 rands. But if they pay 30 days after, then the applicable fee will be 100 rands. In terms of category A2 primary co-op, which is cooperative with annual revenue or turnover of 1 million but less than 10 million rands. It's also similar to the category A1, where the fee that they are supposed to pay, it's 50 rands, but if they lodge 30 days after the due date, then it's 100 rands. So in terms of category B, then the financial threshold of the revenue, it's 10 million but less than 25 million. My slide are moving. So in terms of category B, the applicable fee, it's clearly there stated on the screen, but if you are late, then the applicable fee then will be 600 rands. And then in terms of category C, which is your bigger types of co-op with a turnover of 25 million or more, and then if they lodge on time, then the applicable fee, it's 3,000 rand, but if they are late, then it's 4,000 rands. And then when it comes to your secondary, tertiary, as well as the national apex, the applicable fee, as we've also stated earlier during the introduction, they are also similar or treated the same way as your category C primary types of co-op. In terms of the relevant documentation, supporting documents that are also required when you file your annual return, in terms of your primary A1, the required documents are your COP 7 as well as the Co-op 8, as well as the 15.1. The 15.1, it's the financial statements. And these documents, they are also available on the CIPC website. If you do not know how to go about, we've got templates that you can be able to use on the CIPC website. The other document that it's also required is the annual report, and this can be completed by the directors of the co-op, because these types of co-op, they've got a smaller annual fees. So hence the directors of the co-op can be able to fulfill this requirement and file the annual return for the co-op. Um, in terms of the A2 primaries, the required documents are the COP 7, COP 8, COP 15.2 annual report. This can also be completed by the directors of the co-op. With the category primary B type of a co-op, because these are much bigger in terms of turnover, the required document, your category are your COP 4, COP 7, as well as the COP 8. And this, they also need to submit through an independent review financial statements, independent review report, and this can be compiled and submitted through by the independent reviewer. This independent reviewer, they are your accounting officers. And similarly, as the thresholds uh, of the co-op go upper, with the primary C with turnover of 25 million and above, this information can then be, they need to submit audited financial statements, and this can be submitted through by the auditor. Similarly, with the secondary, tertiary, as well as the national apex, they need to submit audited financial statements, which can be compiled by the auditor. These are just some of the definitions that are also stated in the Act. If you look at the Cooperative Act, on the at the beginning of the Act, there's clear definitions which clearly states and outlined what these reports are. With the annual report, it also says there it's a document prepared by the board containing the financial statements, social report, and management report. In terms of the social report, a report that assesses the social impact and ethical performance of the co-op in relation to the stated vision, mission, and goals of the co-op. Similarly, with the management decision report, a report that assesses a co-op's compliance with all legal requirements and requirement in its constitution. These definitions are clearly stated in the Act. This one, it talks to the issue of the independent review. And what is an independent reviewer? As we've also stated earlier, that an independent reviewer means an accounting officer. That is, in terms of the Close Corporation Act, that is the applicable act. So this accounting officer must also be a registered member in good standing in terms of Section 33 of Auditing Profession Act. In terms of Category C primary co-op, as we've also stated, they go together with secondary, tertiary, as well as the national apex, that we will require I mean, the auditor is the one that needs to compile these reports. And if you've got any queries, especially when it comes to annual returns, this is the email address that you can forward your queries to. The email address, it's arcoops@cipc.co.za. And we would also encourage you from time to time to visit our CIPC website for any developments or any notices that you also need to be aware of or familiarize yourself. And then you can also visit CIPC Facebook page for any other updates or any other notices. And in terms of the step-by-step guides, the step-by-step guides are also available on the CIPC website. If you would like to familiarize yourself or know how to go about if you'd like to file your annual returns, then if you are on the website, then you can just go on to check the step-by-step guides to file your annual returns. Thank you. Thank you, Shani.
Well, thank you, Aubrey, for that very informative presentation. I have just a few comments that's on our chat. We can, okay. There's a gentleman here that wants to know, when filing the cooperative, do I use the same platform as the one we used when filing for a private company?
No,
Aubrey, will
in
you be
terms, yeah,
able to assist us with that?
yes, no. The cooperative annual return, no, it's not on the same platform as the one for companies and CCs. This one is on the on new e-services, the new e-services. But as we've also indicated earlier during the presentation, you can also visit the CIPC website and you can then be able to get the step-by-step guide. But I think also after this presentation, we will also go through a video that will also be able to show you how you'll be able to go about filing annual returns for cooperative. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm sure that would be very informative. Okay, so there's just one more question that I would like you to answer before we go on to the video. Jay Daniels wants to know, must it be signed, audited financial statements, or can it be a financial report for A1 and plus A2?
No, in terms of the A1 and A2, as we've also indicated during the presentation, that can be compiled by the directors of the co-op. The most important thing is that as long as they've got the know-how of how to compile financial statements, and as we've also indicated during the presentation, we also have templates that they can also be able to use of the Co-op 15.1 that is also available on the CIPC website under forms and fees. Then you can then be able to use that that template as a guide. In terms of signing, you can sign them after compiling them, but that in itself it's not as a requirement as such. Thank you.
Thank you for that. The AR checklist is also on the CIPC website. Please go onto the CIPC website, which is www.cipc.co.za. Once you're on the website, you can click on the icon that says Enterprise Registration. Then you will be able to access our step-by-step guide. Even before you log in, you can access our step-by-step guide. It's at the bottom half of our web page, and you will be able to click on the second column that says step-by-step guide. You will get the cooperative registration guide as well as the annual returns checklist. Okay, are we going on to the demo video? Have we uploaded the video? Okay, I think the video is still taking us a few minutes to be uploaded. Let's see if there's any other questions that we can address, Aubrey, while the video is still being loaded. Okay, this question. My cooperative has not really operated for about 8 years. No bank account, just the registration certificate. In this case, am I still subjected to all the requirements?
Remember, in terms of the annual return, those are legislative requirement. Whether the cooperative has operated or has not operated. Because for one, there's also various reasons why the annual returns, entities need to file the annual returns. And one of the reasons is, I think as the registrar of cooperative, annually, we also need to know if the entities that are registered, are they still operational, or whether they are dormant, or any reasons around that. So even if your cooperative has not traded or has not done any business, you'd still need to file your annual returns. In terms of turnover, you can still indicate that there was no revenue that was generated, and you'd still need to file your annual return. Thanks.
My name is Letis Kosana, and I will facilitate the filing of cooperative annual returns. In order to be able to file the annual returns for cooperatives, you need to be registered as a CIPC customer. The system that we use for filing annual returns is New eServices portal, and is available in the CIPC website, that is www.cipc.co.za. On the home page of the website, you click on your top right, the login, then thereafter you'll scroll down to get New eServices portal, then you'll click continue. Thereafter, after the landing page, it will be where you have to type in your South African ID number. Thereafter, click on search. Then you will land to this page where you are to capture your email address as a username and your password. The password that you use here is the same password for eServices and Biz portal. Then you click, thereafter you'll click search. This is the landing page for New eServices. You'll go to financials, then thereafter scroll down to co-op annual returns. Here you'll type in the enterprise number, the registration number that you want to file the annual return. It starts with the year, then the number, then the 24. 24 is for primary cooperatives, 25 for secondary, and 26 for tertiary cooperatives. Thereafter, you'll click search. The system will populate the cooperative name. Thereafter, after scroll down, you'll find the enterprise details, that is the registration number, the enterprise name, enterprise type, which is primary co-op, enterprise status, which is in business. It must always be in business. before it can allow you to file an annual return. Then the registration date when the application was registered. And then here it's supposed to be true in order to file the annual return. If it's false, it means the application is not yet open to file the annual return. Thereafter, you'll scroll down in order to update the enterprise contact details. Here it will be the name of the filer, the contact details of the filer. If you have the office telephone number, you'll capture it here. If you don't, you can repeat the cell phone number. Then the email address of the cooperative or the email address of the filer. Thereafter, you'll save the contact information. Thereafter, you scroll down to continue on your bottom right. At this page is where you will capture your revenue, meaning your turnover for that specific year. Then the annual general meeting date. Obviously, the annual general meeting date will be the date prior the filing date. At this page is where you have to upload the fully completed Co-op 7. The forms are available in the CIPC website under resources where you'll get the forms and fees for cooperative. You can download the forms there. We are required here to attach the fully completed COP 7, and always remember it should be in a PDF format. Management decision report, you attach it here. Social report also here. Thereafter, scroll down to also attach the form COP 15.1. Then you click statistical report, you double click, then scroll up. Here you'll have to complete the information as required here. The number of females for your cooperative, the number of male members, the number of Black members, the number of members, total number of current members, number of disabled persons who are members, number of African members, number of colored members, number of Indian members. On the right, we continue. Number of members who are not natural person. Number of members younger than 35 years. Number of members older than 35. Number of associate members. Number of persons employed. Number of members as at foundation date. Number of white members. Number of Asian members. Thereafter, you save. Then you scroll down in order to continue. You click OK here. OK. 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 It's just to confirm that we have uploaded all the required document. Here is terms and condition in terms of the Cooperative Act 14 of 2005 as amended, the chapter 13. Then you make sure you go through the terms and condition. Thereafter, you scroll down to capture the revenue, which is the turnover for the year you are filing the annual return for. You'll have to double click on the red space, then capture the amount without the R. After capturing the amount, you just click enter, then thereafter you'll go to calculate. The system will then give you the amount that is due for payment. Thereafter, you add to the card, click OK. Now our transaction is in the shopping cart. We go back to financials, then thereafter we click shopping cart. Our transaction is here. Select the application, then add item. Thereafter, scroll down. The application is here waiting for payment. We select the application, then we click payment. The system only use card payment, that is credit card or debit card. Make sure it's open for online purchases. Now I'm capturing the card information. The expiry date. Always double check that the card information is correct before continuing. For this purpose, the system will only require R1, but in your case, it will require the amount that is due. Then thereafter, you click pay. The payment is successful. In order for us to generate the annual return certificate, we go back to financials. Thereafter, scroll down to Co-op annual returns. There we are, AR certification. We double click here. Then we're gonna generate the certificate for the application that we have just filed the annual return now. You go to the transaction, double click. If it takes time, you can always refresh, or you can always come back to download the annual return certification anytime you want to. This is the end of the process, and the step-by-step guide is available in our website. Under resources, just click resources, then you'll find the step-by-step guides for all our processes. Thank you. Thank you. For queries, we have the dedicated email address that says arcoops@cipc.co.
Thank you for that video. It was very informative. I am sure this video will be able to help you do your registration of your cooperative much better. Please note that this video is uploaded on the CIPC website as well as all our social media pages. So for those of you that are still having challenges with registration, please watch the video again and please use our step-by-step guide. You can keep the step-by-step guide next to your laptop and follow the steps. They are very helpful and very informative. So those of you in the chat that has still been experiencing problems with your registration, please watch the video again and use the step-by-step guide. Also note that you are not required to file BO for cooperatives. So the BO is your beneficial ownership is only required for companies and not cooperatives. The forms for cooperatives is also on the CIPC website, so please download them. Is there any other questions that y'all want to put in the chat that our team can assist y'all with? Okay, I see there's no questions there that we haven't already answered. We have given you all the link as well on the screen to help you with the step-by-step guide that will be much easier for you, hopefully, to access. But remember, we have given you the email address in which you can direct all your queries. Remember, we have the CIPC call center available as well to answer any queries that you may have. That brings us to the end of the session. On behalf of our entire team, thank you for your time and attention today. We hope you found this presentation and demo valuable. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.